Hey guys, so today I'm going to go over three penny stocks that I own and that I recently added positions to. And let's just get right into it. I hope you're all doing well. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe. So let's start off with the first one. So the first one right here is called Very Good Food Company. It's a company that makes sort of plant-based products. And this is sort of a play on the whole craze to go vegetarian and vegan, right? Um, so it's a plant-based specialty foods company and is making burgers that actually taste like burgers, except they're not made from meat. Okay, so today I just added 200 shares at cost basis of $2.55. And the interesting thing about this stock is, you can see 13 million market cap. This is just Canadian currency, by the way. And over the past month, it's been on a run up by 65%. And I mean, I think part of this is pretty much, it's just they just announced a deal with North America's leading wholesale distributor and pretty much to expand their points of retail, right? So it's a BC based company. And they said that, well, one, they want to not only did they overall increase number of existing retail points in distribution in Western Canada, but they're also increasing that distribution to Eastern Canada. Okay, so they entered into a new distribution agreement with UNFI Canada to distribute the Very Good Butchers lineup of products across Canada, first focusing on the East Coast. And this agreement represents a significant milestone for the company. And pretty much UNFI has expected annual sales in excess of 21 billion USD, 40,000 retail partners, and 10,000 suppliers, right? So this is sort of like a big dog giant, and so because the Very Good Food Company is partnering with them, this will just allow for massive expansion, okay? The CEO, Mike Mitchell Scott, said that this is a particularly exciting achievement for us as it opens up the potential for significant expansion across North America. So not only Canada, but across the States as well. We're thrilled to have the support from this leading wholesale distributor as we continue to significantly scale our production, right? So this is a company that is going to expand double digits, in my opinion, for some time to come. Um, and so pretty much this is their part of their ongoing effort to bring the Very Good Butchers brand to more consumers. And the company is also pleased to announce a significant increase in the number of points of distribution within its existing wholesale partnership to 275 stores. In addition to the new distribution agreement with UNFI, this represents an increase of 34% above the previously reported figure in July 2020. Um, so yeah, I'm very, very excited about this company, especially on what it can do once it reaches Eastern Canada, as well as once it gets its product entered uh, into the States, right? So I mean, I just really, really like this company all around. Of course, it's a very spec play, so I only invested like $500 into it. I bought 200 shares today, and I do like this company's growth projections, right? And I do think that this could be very, very intriguing play um, as sort of a medium to long term hold, depending on, of course, how much the stock runs up by. Okay. The next one is a cannabis company. And this one is interesting for a different reason, right? It's slightly more rich market cap, so 1.8 billion Canadian. I think anything that's below 2 billion is generally penny stock. So right now trading at $6.13. And what I've noticed is that leading up to quarterly results, so they announce their results on the 15th, there's generally a run up in the stock price, right? So I'm not sure why, but generally right before their quarterly results, 14th of October, there was like a 37% increase in their stock price, right? If we look at the previous quarter, which was like July 28th, we can see again a significant run up from their previous quarter. So pretty much what seems to happen is that a lot of people buy into the company leading up to the quarterly reports, and then there's a huge sell-off, right? And right now, Aphria didn't post amazing quarterly results, so that also may, of course, be contributed to the steep decline by over 20%. since their quarterly results. Um, However, I do think it's an intriguing play, right? And why is this? Well, only if it gets under $6 at least, is because they have huge growth potential, double digits, 29% for the current year, 22% for next year, and they have very, very nice potential in European markets. So right now, Aphria is a leading play in the MJ space in Canada, and with future growth in the sector internationally, so specifically Germany, where the product is highly sought after, and this company actually has an agreement to get into that space in the coming years. Um, and so, like I said, my plan is to buy maybe a month before earnings, and usually the stock runs up a few weeks before earnings, and then it drops literally the day after it reports earnings, right? So I do think this is a good play, and even if, for example, the stock doesn't run up before earnings, I do think that it's still a long-term hold. Um, why is because first they're slow to introduce new cannabis products, and that's why their sales were lower on the quarter, right? And we can see here exactly how bad their sales were. So annually, huge increase in revenue, but a decrease in their earnings, or a loss of 84 million. Even on the quarter, they lost close to 100 million due to the pandemic in second quarter. Third quarter, they still lost $5 million, right? But this is definitely a solid company, um, even for a long-term play. One, because of growth projections, and as well because they want to test their products before they put it out into the market, right? So pretty much just saying, I don't mind being slower because I don't want to have something that consumers don't want, and I don't want to make the same mistakes. Aphria is still planning to roll out more cannabis derivative products, including beverages, as early as next year, right? And so, as we see with the next company they own, Planet 13, this is actually a huge move into a more specialized version of MJ, right? Now, people not only just want to go out and smoke, but they also want specialized products, as we'll see with Planet and how they're doing so well, right? So especially since MJ is legalized in Canada. Um, so Simon, the CEO, also dropped a big teaser for investors saying that consolidation has got to happen in Canada, and there's a chance we'll be part of it. Earlier this year, Aphria was rumored to be involved with Aurora Cannabis on a potential deal, although that appeared to fall through. These stocks continue to fall in value this year, this could be a great time for Aphria to find a partnership at a discount rate and accelerate its growth, right? So again, if Aphria is going to partner or buy out another MJ company, this could lead to a huge run up in Aphria's stock price. So I do think, in my personal opinion, that Aphria still has room to go down, right? So reported earnings, stock decreased by 23%, and I still think it will go lower, right? I think it'll go, you know, under $6 in my opinion. Right, I recently bought this stock when it was around $5.65 and sold out when it was like $6.30. Should have definitely held. But again, now that I know this little run up right before they announce earnings, I'll definitely pay more attention and hold the company for a bit longer, and then most likely sell a couple days before earnings. Okay, the next company is a stock that I just own 85 shares in, I believe. Again, very speculative play. But if we think of the future of the world, there's going to be scarcity of water. There is already scarcity of water. I produced a video initially when I bought H2O, and right now I'm up like 12%, but I only bought 85 shares, so I'm up like $10. I bought it at $1.78. You can see, very small company, Canadian. It's worth $143 million. And this is pretty much a company that's involved in purifying water and desalination plants, etc. Right? So it's definitely leading the way here. And again, as we look into the future, as water shortages increase, this type of company will be looked at more and more favorably, and investors may actually start to take positions in companies like this. But again, very speculative play. I own like $100 worth of this stock, right? And I mean, I'm holding this definitely for the long term. And what's really nice about the stock is that they actually produce a positive earnings on the previous quarter, we can see they produced 813,000 second quarter of 2020. And I mean, their projection for growth is not bad for the current year, 10%, and next year only 3%. But we'll see if they beat that. Again, this is more for a long-term play. I'm looking to, hopefully double or triple my money. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's why I own H2O Innovation. And finally, the very last stock is Planet 13. Okay, I'm up by about like 7% on this stock, and this is a vertically integrated company again involved in the MJ space. And one reason, or a couple of reasons actually, that I like this stock even more than before was if we look here, one Planet 13 is expanding Las Vegas Superstore to account for the insane amounts of time that people have to wait outside their store because of the pandemic. They obviously have to limit the number of people in their store. And they also are raising money to increase, to obviously pay fund for this, and to also increase their distribution networks across the country, across the states, right? And of course, part of this is their insane quarterly growth that's expected to happen. So current quarter, 36%, next quarter, 43%, current year overall, 16%, and next year, 87% revenue growth, which is just ridiculous, okay? So again, Planet 13 expanding Las Vegas Superstore. And I mean, I haven't never been to Planet 13, but apparently the inside of it is just absolutely insane. So the additional entertainment feature and lower wait times will improve on the already fantastic customer experience if they're going to add to the square footage, right? So of course, it's in very, very high demand. Our focus on providing a safe, personalized shopping experience combined with overwhelming demand has led to longer wait times and lost customers during peak periods, right? So it's very important that this company, which has, in my opinion, very, fantastic board of directors, like they don't want to lose market share of people having to wait in long lines, right? So they're doing something about it. So they're expanding our sales floor, increasing cash registers, and adding new entertainment to capture lost sales and improve the shopping experience. Planet 13 has built its reputation on great customer service and unique entertainment. We're achieving record sales even with Las Vegas at 50% tourist occupancy. So again, this is insane. They're experiencing record sales even though tourist and foot traffic in Las Vegas is down like crazy. Okay, so the expansion adds 40 points of sale and 80-foot video wall, and it's expected to cost 1.5 to 2.5 million. And expected to be complete by the end of Q1 2021. Okay, so something that I absolutely love, and I mean the Q3 revenue, which was unaudited, just came in at absolutely insane. So in-store revenue was an increase of 13% from Q3 2019 to Q3 2020, despite the pandemic. So curbside revenue was 3.4 million compared to just 295,000. Insane, just like multiples of 295,000. Wholesale and other revenue again increased insane to 1 million compared to 61,000 a year ago, and total revenue increase of 36.5%. So absolutely ridiculous, and this is the reason why I'm holding Planet for the long term, hoping to make multiples of my money off of that. And yeah, let me know what you think with all of these stocks. I guess there were 4 stocks in there, but yeah, it is what it is. Again, let me know if you own any of the companies. I know that particularly penny stocks, they're fun to watch, especially when there's a huge run up. However, they are also very risky. So, I mean, like I just own around $500 in the very good food company. I don't own shares in Aphria just yet. I'm waiting for it to drop definitely below $5. Hopefully it does so. And I own like $100 worth of H2O Innovation and close to $600 of Planet. Okay, anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time.